So remember like a couple days ago when we finally had the reunion and everyone was here? Well, TLC was so bad that everyone died again. So it's just me here. That's what happens when terrible pay-per-views happen, people. People die. It's more tragic than war. This pay-per-view was the absolute worst pay-per-view of the year. I thought Battleground was bad. This was worse by miles. And this happened so late Friday, I didn't have time to get a rant video out about it. But let me tell you, let me just start off by saying this. The changes they made to this pay-per-view were so goddamn stupid that it killed the pay-per-view before I even had the chance to watch it. First of all, you announced that AJ Styles was going to fight Finn Balor. And we were just ranting on fucking Thursday about how they do nothing but appeal to the internet crowd and to those indie mucks out there who have fucking neck beards and I watch IWC for a living. Those idiots. We were just complaining about how we appeal to those people. So what do? When Bray Wyatt... Now, I'm not trying to say I wanted Bray Wyatt to wrestle because Bray Wyatt wrestling is like the equivalent of taking a shit. It's... Nobody wants to... Well, I guess people want to take shits. Nobody wants to watch Bray Wyatt wrestle is the point. Especially when he's, boo! I'm gonna be Sister Abigail now. And I'm gonna talk in a smoker voice. They changed the voice for that, by the way. If you watch the original one, he had like this smoker voice where he was like, I'm Deborah, and I'm gonna fight you at the pay-per-view. And then I guess they thought that was like not cool enough, so they changed it in the video package the week after, where it was like a normal girl voice, only psychotic. But yeah, not saying that I wanted to see Sister Abigail versus the Demon, because that would have been gay too. But why the fuck would you put AJ Styles in the match? Yeah, it's AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. I know why the answer. The answer is because it's a dream match. Okay, well, even if you like fantasize about this match in your dreams, which you shouldn't because this is the gayest match ever. Even if you do, for whatever reason, fantasize about it, how could you possibly enjoy it when they don't build it up and they just give it to you randomly and they say, oh, here, take it. Watch it. Go. Take it. It's an indie match. It's an indie match. It's exactly an indie match. There's no story. There's no reason for it happening. They're just wrestling each other for the good old fun of it. If I'm going to fight a bitch, I'm going to fight her for a reason. I'm not just going to go up to someone and punch him in the face because I'm like, hey, we're all having fun here, right? No. I'm going to fight you for a fucking reason. Why is Styles fighting Balor? And it's worse enough that this happened. It's bad enough. But then, to add on to it, they had to make Finn Balor the Demon still. And what was their excuse for this? Their excuse was, well, Finn Balor already tapped into his inner demon. He face paints himself. That's all he does. All he does is cosplay. It takes one day. Not even a day. Maybe 2 hours at most. Cosplay. Tapped into his inner demon? Why couldn't you just say, oh, never mind. Let's just do Balor and Styles now because he doesn't need the demon to face Styles. He needed the demon to fight Sister Abigail. Why does he need the demon to fight Styles? Why is he tapping into his inner demon to fight AJ Styles? Stupid. And then, what's more infuriating than this indie smugfest is that Roman Reigns got taken out by the disease or whatever, so they had Kurt Angle be his replacement. So we wasted 4 weeks of the show hyping up a Shield reunion when instead, last minute, you decided to try to make this Kurt Angle's grand return to pay-per-view in wrestling. Oh, it's all about Angle now. It's all about Angle. This whole pay-per-view was Kurt Angle's coming back. Kurt Angle's coming back. He's going to wrestle. What a letdown. I mean, come on now, really? This is what you did with Kurt Angle's return match? You're going to team up with Rollins and Ambrose to fight the 5 smucks? I don't even know their fucking names. Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, they were there. Kane was there because he made his return. Who was the 5th fuck? Strowman. Why? Why does Kurt Angle care? And furthermore, this is stupid. Because we just did a storyline on SmackDown where Shane McMahon got suspended for fighting his own wrestlers when he already fought AJ Styles at WrestleMania. So is Kurt Angle going to get suspended now? It's so stupid. I hate it. You wasted Kurt Angle's return on this. Kurt Angle's return could have been built up over time, and it could have been leading up to a WrestleMania match where, God forbid, he's probably going to face The Miz. But, like, even still, At least build it up. At least give it time to develop. Instead, you just shoved it at us with no warning, no build up, no head start, no reason for it happening. Kurt Angle's returning tonight. Kurt Angle's coming back. He's coming back. Did you know Kurt Angle's coming back, John? Yes, we know. You keep telling us because you had no reason for it happening. You wasted Kurt Angle's return. How hard is this? How hard is it? The guy who hasn't wrestled in your company in 11 years. Just build it up to a WrestleMania match. Nope. Instead, you had a disease happen, so you just do it on a random level B pay-per-view that nobody's going to remember years from now. Do you think in a trivia game, you're going to get a question called, when did Kurt Angle return and who did he face? And the answer is going to be TLC, Braun Strowman, The Miz, Kane, Cesaro, Sheamus. No, that's never going to happen because nobody's going to remember this. It doesn't help that the match was terrible, but we'll get into all of it. Worst pay-per-view of the year by miles. Nothing meant anything. I watched the pre-show. Bitches fought. Sasha Banks fought Alicia Fox. Gayest match ever. Sasha Banks won. Who the fuck cares? Next was the opening of the pay-per-view. It was Asuka main roster debut where, shock be it, she got treated like everyone else on the roster. Oh, but she's special. How is she special? She came out, she wrestled. There was nothing special about her. I can't even classify it as wrestling. It was the whole match. She does kicks. That's all she knows how to do. You can't even call her a good wrestler. Everyone's like, oh, she's a good wrestler. No, she only does kicks. Good wrestlers do more than kicks. Ryback is a better wrestler than Asuka is. It doesn't help that Asuka was facing Emma, and God forbid, Emma's a jobber too. When's the last time Emma won anything? And she fucking went like 10 minutes with Asuka. So like, who could get behind this? I didn't enjoy it because I know Asuka sucks, and I know Emma sucks, and it was a terrible match. And it doesn't help that the announcers, they were like, oh, this is the biggest match of Emma's career. Really? The biggest match of her career is against a debuting wrestler? Shock be it, I know you indie smucks don't want to believe this, but I've been using smuck a lot lately. Does Enzo say that word? Because if he does, I'm going to keep using it, because I can make it better than he can. Newsflash, only 1 million people have the network. So only 1 million people watch NXT. And you can't even say 1 million because there's no guarantee that all those people are watching NXT. There are 3.5 million people who watch Raw weekly. I'm not talking viewership number. I'm talking about the viewerships, the YouTube views, everything else. There's around 3.5 million people who watch it weekly. Maybe more than that. 1 million people does not equate to that. 15,000 people in the crowd does not equate to that. Your casual audience has no idea who this woman is, and you're building her up like she's the greatest on the roster. When Kurt Angle debuted, did they say, oh, he's an Olympic gold medalist, so he's the best wrestler alive. You gotta win your opportunity to face him. No, Kurt Angle was a rookie just like everyone else was. It doesn't matter if he's an Olympic gold medalist. He's the same as everyone else. He was starting up young and he had to build himself up. Asuka, she comes in and they act like she's this fucking greatest wrestler of all time. Why? Because she's undefeated in NXT? A developmental brand? Keyword, developmental? She pinned who? Peyton Royce and Billie Kay? Wow, what fierce competition. Seriously, we really gonna act like Asuka's a big deal? I can't wait till months from now when she's losing to fucking, who's a jobber on the roster? Alicia Fox. Because you know what's gonna happen. Oh, they're not gonna ruin Asuka. You said the same shit about Nakamura. Look where he is now. Because newsflash, people, these people suck! Then there was a Cruiserweight match. It was like Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick versus Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann. Newsflash, nobody watches 205 Live either, so nobody gave a shit. Moving on. There was another women's match. Alexa Bliss fought Mickie James. The storyline is Mickie James is old. She's 38. I'm 18. In 20 years, I guess I'm going to be old too. Really? 38? Old? Seriously, guys? This is the one storyline you came up in the women's division with? Mickie James is old? She's 38. And then the other storyline is Alexa Bliss has a biscuit butt. Which, as she said this last night too. She has no idea what it means. Because I have no idea what it means. What does that mean? Is that an insult? Alexa Bliss won. That's all you have to know. I won't be surprised if they play hot potato with the championship soon, because that's what they do every single month. Then there was another Cruiserweight match, and it was Enzo and Kalisto, and Enzo won the title back. And of course, people are going to be pissed. Enzo can't wrestle! You should have seen this coming. Why do you think they made Kalisto champion? They didn't make him champion because they love him. They made him champion because, I love Eddie! That's why they made him champion. And then, now that Eddie's day is over, they got it off him. And now Enzo's champion again. It annoyed me more, actually, that Enzo brought this huge stable up on Raw on Monday with the 4 Cruiserweight fucks, and none of them helped him. He just won by a fucking poke in the eye. I thought the point of him bringing in guys to help him was for guys to help him. Apparently not, though. So yeah, Enzo's now a 2-time Cruiserweight champion. Most reigns of any Cruiserweight champion. That really speaks for the division. I think there was another women's match somewhere along this card. Maybe there wasn't. No, there's 3. I've covered them all. Was there a Cruiserweight match? No. Okay, so then it was Balor and Styles. Do I have to go over this? It's exactly every single "this is awesome" match ever. They do moves. They fucking have false finishes. They do flippy doos. It's the same shit. It's the same shit like always that these fucking neckbeards give into. I do find it funny though that only half of the crowd was really into it because the other half was just sitting on their hands quiet because they're casual fans and they have no idea why this is happening. Because there is no reason for it happening. And it sucks enough that they gave it to us with no reason for it happening. But mid-match, they tried to give us a reason by saying it fucking was a wet... It was a... What the fuck did he say? Michael Cole said something really stupid. Oh, this is what he said. Michael Cole on commentary, he goes, this is something to, John, what's your appetite when it comes to Survivor Series next month, where it will be Raw or SmackDown? And SmackDown Live. Don't try to give this match a reason. It's happening for no reason. There's no story. They're both on different brands, so there's going to be no follow-up. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So why is it happening? You people, you sit here and you're like, I know you people are going to say this. Styles and Balor was amazing, and you're a hater. What significance did it have? Literally, this match had the same level of significance as any Cruiserweight match on the card. You're not going to remember it years from now. You're not going to sit back and say, wow, I really want to watch this match again. You're never going to say that. Because there's no reason for it happening and there's no story. And then the sad excuse is, oh, well, it will be good when they give it proper build. Then why did you waste it here? If you want to build it up, build it up. I don't fucking care. I think it's the gayest match ever. But if you're at least going to have it, at least build it up. Just giving it away for free for us is what you people hate. And so they do that, and now all of a sudden people love it because there's 2 fuckboys that you like. Why? What difference is it? What difference is there between this match and Garza Jr. versus Braxton Sutter on Impact? There is no difference. Actually, Garza Jr. versus Braxton Sutter had a story. Let me think of a different match. Let's say Johnny Impact versus... What's a really stupid name? Johnny Impact versus James Storm. What significance would it have? None, because they're just 2 guys wrestling for no reason. Just like these 2 guys were 2 guys wrestling. And then to add insult to it, they did the fucking too sweet shit that only indie smucks know. Whatever. Then it was the tables, ladders, and chairs fuckfest. It was Kurt Angle, Dean Ambrose, and Rollins versus The Miz, Strowman, Kane, Cesaro, Sheamus. They had a backstage promo before this happened where, oh shit, I missed something. Fuck. Damn it. Ignore that for a minute. Let's talk about this. I need to actually talk about this because this is so gay. So you know Kurt Angle's Black Sun? He's sometimes here on the channel. Well, Elias Sampson was doing a concert and he came out with a grocery shopping cart and he threw lettuce at him. Or cabbage or something really stupid. And then he just walked away. And then Elias came out for another concert and then he did it again. And then they had a match. And Jason Jordan won. This is how they plan to get Jason Jordan over. He comes out and he throws vegetables at people. You remember back in the day when like Stone Cold would come out and he would spray Vince McMahon with a beer bath? That was funny because Stone Cold likes beer. That was his character. Why is Jason Jordan throwing vegetables at Elias Sampson. And what annoys me more is I don't know what Elias Sampson is. Is he a bad guy? Because the way the announcers and everyone else on the show set it up, they act like he's the best part of the show. Because you have him singing, and then when he gets interrupted, Michael Cole goes, what a shame. I really wanted to listen to Elias there, John. And why would you ruin his concert? And I thought this was just Michael Cole being a sarcastic asshole. Well, on the pre-show, you had Renee Young talking about it too. She's like, I love Elias, I love Elias. So what is Elias Sampson? Is he a bad guy? What is he? Whatever. So, TLC Fuckfest. This went on for the same amount of time as the Hell in a Cell match went on, except there was more stuff happening, so it was excusable. This was a TNA main event. I don't know what other way to put it. This was exactly a TNA main event. They had a gay segment beforehand where they had Rollins and Ambrose backstage, and Kurt Angle was like, look, guys, I know I'm not the guy you want, or whatever. It was true. It's damn true. And then Rollins was like, but you can have a vest. Here you go. And they gave him a vest, and it was really gay. And he comes out wrestling in a vest, and he's like, really, you know they only gave him that vest because it had, like, probably extra protection in it. Because Kurt Angle's crippled, and he should not be wrestling in table, ladders, and chairs matches, but whatever. So, they had this match. It was a TNA main event. There was so much fuckery happening that they lost the interest of the crowd in a tables, ladders, and chairs match featuring Kurt Angle's return. That's how much fuckery was happening. First, you did the table spot with Kurt Angle, with Braun Strowman puts him through the table in the lightest manner possible, and they acted like Kurt Angle was dead, and they carried him to the back, and he was gone for like 20 minutes, because, newsflash, Kurt Angle is too old to be wrestling 38-minute matches. Then, they did this weird shit where Kane just started beating up Braun Strowman for no reason. And I know what they said on the commentary. They were like, it's because Braun Strowman hit Kane earlier on accident. It doesn't, what? That's not a good enough reason. Kane literally beat the shit out of Braun Strowman. And then, to add insult to it, he just started beating up the Shield again after he was done. So Kane's the bad guy. So I guess they're turning Strowman face. Which, okay, that's cool. Why? Whatever. So, they did a gay spot. Remember Tables, Ladders, and Chairs in 2010 where Cena yanked all the chairs down on Baron and they were like, oh my god! They did that with Strowman and they acted like Strowman was dead. Except Strowman got back up and he was like, hey, Kane, I want you. And earlier on, Miz brought a dumpster into the match because, he's taking out the trash, John. He's very edgy. Edgy, our Intercontinental Champion is there, John. And so, Kane threw Braun Strowman into the dumpster, and we're supposed to believe that it fucking, I don't know what the process is called. It closed and, like, he was disgruntled with the trash, and we're supposed to believe he's dead now. We know he's not dead. Why do they do this? We know you're not gonna kill a man on TV. We know this. There's not a single person in the world, except maybe 2-year-olds, who believe that Braun Strowman's actually dead. I'm sure a 4-year-old knows for a fact that Braun Strowman's not dead. And of course you have the announcers over here like, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. Well, I mean, if you're gonna act like the man is dead, why aren't you not calling 911? Why don't you fucking just call the police and say, hello, 911, Kane just threw Braun Strowman into the dumpster and he got crumbled up. Can you come save him? Thank you. Stupid! Then, they had Kurt Angle come back and he fucking angle slammed Miz or some shit and they won. So every fan theory out there, every fan fixture was like, this is a great opportunity for The Miz to rise to the top of the ranks and be a top heel on the Monday Night Raw brand. Nope, Kurt Angle just won him. And Kurt Angle pinned him, dude. That's pretty funny. Takeaways from this pay-per-view. What can we take away from this pay-per-view? Kurt Angle's return sucked. Finn Balor pinned AJ Styles. And I'm not saying that's really cool because Finn Balor beat AJ Styles. It's cool because now you know for a fact that if Sister Abigail was wrestling, she would have said, I'm here, I'm scary, and then she would have just lost anyway. So they were going to have Bray Wyatt job again, even with an alter ego. That's pretty funny. Cruiserweights and women dominated the pay-per-view, and this pay-per-view was a waste of time. They call it TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. Well, it was more like TLC, time wasters, long, boring matches, and corpse. Kurt Angle's dead corpse, to be exact, because I'm not really sure how he's going to... Actually, to be fair, Kurt Angle didn't take any dangerous bumps in this match. Props to that. I'll give them props for that. I thought they were going to have Angle go out there and do all this stupid shit when he shouldn't be. But they actually just carried him to the back like an old man. So, good job. Good job, guys. Other than that, this pay-per-view was the worst pay-per-view of all time. Don't ever go out of your way to watch it. In fact, forget it ever happened because no significance happened. And once you watch Raw tonight, you're going to realize that because they're probably not going to follow up on anything besides Jason Jordan throwing cabbage at Elias Sampson. So yeah, that was TLC. Did you enjoy the review? No? Okay, well fuck off.